back. I finished up everything I wanted to, and I just kind of want to feel like playing more games and go kill a space whale. Space whale? Sky whale. We're going to go kill a sky whale. Because we're that person, apparently. Yeah, we're right outside one of the Vanu camps. Oh no, I just try to take a sip. Like, I pick it up and I'm feeling there's nothing in it. So I don't feel bad about starting this while technically there's an ad playing because there's nothing happening. So we are still in the process of getting set up. All right, let's go kill a space whale. Not a space whale. A sky whale. Well, I didn't actually want to grab this mount, but that's fine. That's fine. We're only going a few feet here. There you are. The Tramontane is upon us. The White Feast and the Vundu rejoice in his carnage. Hear me, Chief Sanu. The creature which torment you now is not the deity who raised up the floating islands and made a gift of them to you. He is a perversion of your beliefs given form by the Vundu, a false savior who consumes that which he should rightly safeguard. Yet it not be this way, Chief Sanu. We have the power to strike down the impostor, but we must beg of you an island to see it done. Moats against the tempest, in vain do they struggle. Yet who is Sanu to speak of what may be? Perhaps even the Tramontane can turn to the Ponti. Very well, Netherlings. When you are ready, tell Zundu's scouts what manner of island you require, and they will guide you to it. We shall not fail, Chief Sanu. On that you have my word. Let us see how Sid's preparations are progressing. I don't think you can jump. Yeah, you can't jump across. There's like literal hitboxes in the way. Wait, where did... Oh, why didn't he show up when I looked for him a second ago? Oh, that's why. Why are we doing this all? Oh, we have to do this to get the key to go to Anna. Nope. To go to Azizla. That's what we're doing. We are going to Asislasis. There he is. Oh, this takes us right to the fight. Okay, neat. All right, our Ishgardian friends have furnished us with dragon killers and ammunition and have taken the liberty of procuring a Magitech field generator as well. Rest assured, we've chains to spare, every link forged by the manufacturer's master craftsman. If you've any lingering doubts as to their strength, know that they were originally intended to bind dragons and were not... Excuse me. It pleases me to inform you that the Vanu have agreed to furnish us an island of our choosing. Then all that remains is to confirm the readiness of the poor buggers who will be attending to the fighting. Rashido, let Wedge know when your party is assembled. I probably shouldn't be telling you this, but I don't like this plan. I don't like it one little bit, but I can't help being excited all the same. So tell me, are you ready to hunt the white whale? After you then, all aboard. The limitless blue is now unlocked. I think you should be able to see Ishgard up here, especially from the opening scene. You should at least be able to see some type of clouds. You know what? Let's check that real quick. Hold on. That's unfortunate. That is super unfortunate. That would have been a good little bit of world building. Here we go. I have to actually use the, yeah, I have to use the dragon killers. Wasn't Bismarck like a new primal? Phase 2. Don't tell me he despawns. Oh yeah, we're supposed to be getting something out of his stomach. Four lightning bolts. Run, 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 run. Goodbye, Bismarck. Ba ba da ba 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 ba. Well, that was sad. I do not condone whaling. There's our key. Sounds like a piece of, like, aluminum. Oh. So, is this a flashback, or do we unlock another crystal? I feel like it's a crystal. I mean, green makes sense. That's the color of all the crystals that were floating around us. Oh, Heidelin's trying to recommunicate with us. That's right.
Blessing more.
At least some of my finger didn't just mess up my lens. It didn't. Perfect.
So falls the Lord of Mists, as did all others before him. How many times does this make, warrior of light? Ah, how much you have grown, far beyond the limits of mere mortals.
He has what we seek?
That he does. The key to Azizla, and the secrets of...
Azizla. I'm going to say Azizla.
I see you have regained the blessing of light, albeit at a fraction of its former strength.
My thanks to you, Asien.
Oh, do they not?
You as well, warrior of light, for saving us the effort of slaying Bismarck.
Really, Sid? No one on the airship could have said something happened? No one?
Now that the key is within our grasp, the path to the heavens shall at last be laid bare.
Is it a compass? No. Wait, I forgot. Is this a compass or a shield they're getting through?
our deeds shall the wrongs of antiquity be righted, and man reclaim the reins of history.
Okay, bro. Okay, I gotta look up because I don't remember what the whole purpose was of that. Oh. Oh, it's opening up. Okay, a shield. Got it. The Vanu tribe of summoned Bismarck. He later appeared while under attack by the Garleans, devouring a small island that contained the key to Azizla. A floating continent. Okay, so that was the key to get to it. That's what I misunderstood. Gotcha. Forgive me. Had I known that was happening, mayhap I could have done something to stop them. Alas, Wedge and I were still sealed within the engine room and heard naught of the struggle until it was over. And now, for all of our efforts, the Archbishop holds the very thing we sought to keep from him. But all is not lost, and we yet live, and we know their destination. Let us give chase and bring an end to the machinations. Though we failed to secure the key, we must not forget that we succeeded in ridding the realm of another primal and prevented the Vanu lands from being consumed in doing so. The Zundu, at least, shall be glad of our deeds this day. Let us go and inform Chief Sanu of our victory. Sitting the others will need a moment to tend to the Enterprise. Oh, I don't even get to run over there. All right.
Wait, something is amiss.
Those are Garleans? Yeah, they're Garleans.
Imperial troops. And they have already secured the area.
Well, yeah, we fought the Imperial troops earlier. Why is that a surprise?
Reveal yourselves at once.
Oh, I think this is the guy we're gonna fight in the research facility. I think that's the guy we're gonna fight in the research facility.
And there I was, expecting more beastmen. Who are you?
Wow. Sheer disrespect.
I thought Ishgardians responsible for the disappearance of our scouts, but I see now that I was mistaken.
Oh, whoa.
Just as Huaya observed, the Warrior of Light is wont to appear at the most inopportune times.
The actual Empire of Garland.
The Warrior of Light? He who bested Van Baelsar?
It would seem that the famous hero of Eorzea seeks Azizlar as well.
Azizla, yeah, that's what I said.
Hardly unexpected. The secrets of the Allagan's power to bind icons to their will could scarcely fail to interest the scions of the Seventh Dawn. You know as well as we what will ensue should these insatiable creatures be allowed to roam free. That their very existence threatens the life of this star.
Planet.
We but disagree on the solution to the problem.
Genocide has ever been the Empire's favored recourse. And that is why we will continue to oppose your every attempt to claim Eorzea.
That almost sounds. This he
You do
almost
not
sounds like Phil
hesitate to
Lamar.
Speak your mind, even when your every word could be your last. Alas, your sentiments betray the narrowness of your view. The fate of Eorzea and its inhabitants is of little concern next to the fate of the world. 'Tis my solemn charge as Emperor to bring the Icons to here. If this requires the extermination of certain elements, then so be it.
Why would you kill the...
No, don't! They are not his thralls!
Where did that come from?
Take cover!
Nice.
Your Radiance, we must withdraw.
Oh, they have another airship. A massive airship. Whoa.
We shall meet again, warrior of light. On that you have my word.
So Garlemald too has designs on Azisla.
Azisla.
Why would the Emperor himself elect to lead the expedition?
Oh, because sometimes you just want to get out of the house and go mess around, you know? Never in my wildest dreams did I think I would stand less than 20 paces away from the Emperor of Garlemald, Varus Zos Galvus in the flesh. I assume the commander that accompanied him must be the legatus of whom the centurion spoke. Forgive me, this is neither the time nor the place for such idle speculation. Pray return to the Enterprise at once. It occurs to me that our friends may have run afoul of Imperial forces. I have yet to apprise the chief of all that has occurred, but once I have, we'll rejoin you at the airship. Which way is that? This way. Gotcha. Man, what's crazy to think about is if we had flying lands on Earth, like, the resource that provided them with flight would be mined to extinction. Sid, did you see that? Thank the 12 you're alive. When the battleship appeared and fired on the village, we feared the game was up for you and Alpha Note. What in the seven hells happened out there? Oh, we just met the Emperor, I should say. First, the Archbishop turns up with the Asians in tow, and now the God's damned Emperor pays us a visit. What is this? A possession of notable bastards? Who's next? The Keeper of the Seventh Bloody Gate? Who? No one so notable, Master Garland. I'm happy to report that the Zundi were overjoyed to learn of Bismarck's demise. Chief Sanu sends his warmest regards. There's much to talk of the westerly winds. Miraculously, none suffered lasting harm during the raid. It would seem the Zendu were taken entirely unawares and wisely chose to offer no resistance. I sense they have no more to fear from the Empire for the present at least. Had the Empire truly been intent on their extermination, OK Zendu would already have been leveled. Plainly, Varus is only interested in reaching Azizla. Speaking of which, if you're all ready to continue, the Enterprise is ready, shall we? Oh, they were sealed inside the engine room because of they don't want to become thralls of the Primal. Okay, that makes sense. I was randomly tapping my foot to that tune. Or to that bum. Least you wonder, Wedge was able to calculate the heading indicated by the beam of light emitted by the key. If Azizla lies in that direction, we'll find it. The Soli may have a lead on us, but she's no Enterprise. We'll catch them. You'll see.
I did not think that I would ever have occasion to pilot a suit of Magitech armor again, least of all under these circumstances.
Oh, she's a Garland. Yeah. That's what her crown hides, is the eye. I forgot about that.
My full name is Lucia Go Junius, and I was born a citizen of Garlemald.
That explains it. When we first met in Ishgard, I very nearly called you Livia.
Livia? Livia Sasjunius? The tribunus who served under Gaius van Baelsar?
Oh.
She was my sister, though we spent little time together. After our parents were killed in an uprising, we were sent to live in different households, setting us on separate paths. Livia felt at home on the battlefield and chose to become a soldier, while I underwent training to become a spy.
Then, Ishgard was...
my mission. It was believed that Allagan relics of great worth were stored in the vault, and I was sent to investigate. Though I was given little information at the time, I now suspect I was searching for the key we but recently lost. And then I met Sir Emmerich. 'Twas his usefulness to my mission which prompted me to approach him, but I soon found myself drawn to him for other reasons. He too was a prisoner of his past, judged for his heritage as a bastard son of the Archbishop. Yet unlike my sister and I, he did not curse his fate. He simply rose above it. In time, I came to realize that I had found a man worth following, and a new home besides. And when I subsequently confessed all to Sir Emmerich, he was good enough to accept me into his service.
Yeah, that tracks. Good guy, Sir Emmerich.
I do not question your loyalty to Sir Emmerich. It is your loyalty to your sister which concerns me.
I have killed your sister numerous times, over and over again.
I have long been of the opinion that those who dwell in the past risk losing sight of their future. My sister fought for her convictions and for those she held dear. So do I. So must we all.
Well, I, for one, am happy to welcome a fellow Garlean to our merry band. Especially one who can make Magitech armor sing.
Does Sid ever... He shows us his little
Chief,
headpiece.
We should be getting close.
Once we break through those clouds, we'll be right where the light was pointing. Right where Azizla should be.
I just don't remember when he takes it off. When he see, I remember the first time he showed up, I'm like, oh my god, he's a Garlean. Why didn't I realize he was a Garlean? They overshot it. That's funny.
I think that's it. Chief, is that Allagan? Aye. There's no mistaking their handiwork.
Of course it's Allagan. Like, that's all Allagan.
What was that?
Some sort of barrier.
She won't hold, Chief! She's breaking up!
I've lost the artillery propeller!
Sid, it's no use! We must return to Ishgard and find another way!
God damn it all! Why do the Allagans always have to make everything so bloody complicated?
Do we really turn around? Oh my god, we do. And we barely finished repairing the damage incurred during our sky fishing trip. On the other hand, any landing you can walk away from, they say. I can only presume the Soli passed through the barrier unscathed. That would certainly explain why the Vanu called it a key. Elfino, what do you got? Assuming Sid is correct, and I have no reason to think he's not, the Vanu's key is required to pass through the barrier protecting Azazla, but without it, we must find a way to reach the Isle. I shall have everyone convey at the seat of Lord Commander that we might discuss how best to proceed. As before, make yourself known to the guardsman when you arrive, and he will show you in. Just thinking about all the repairs I have to make is giving me a bleeding headache. It's okay, big guy. Don't you worry your pretty little head. Oh, I'm above everything. I forgot about that. I have to jump down. Yeah, the door's right here. Okay. Ah, you are returned. Sir Ermac and the others are within. Oops. Nope. It's kind of hoping it would just target the guy sitting directly in front of me.
In summary, the Isle owes its lofty position to the industry of the Allagans. And we can be all but certain that the Archbishop and his cronies are enjoying the view from its top.
Jerks.
I see. If we are to join them, we will first need to pass through the Isle's etheric barrier, which is, alas, more powerful than most. Powerful enough to make a mess of a perfectly good airship at any rate. As far as I can gather, the barrier mechanism draws ether from the surrounding environment and polarizes its elemental aspect to produce what is, in effect, a wall
of lightning.
It seems plain that without the Vanu's key, any attempt to reach the Isle will end in failure.
Is this why we go to Idleshire?
Alas, the key was careless enough to leave without us, and I don't think the Vanu keep a spare.
Master Garland, based on your experience, is there no other way that we might breach the barrier?
Well, in the past, we've beaten similar barriers by nullifying them with elemental converters.
True.
The one we're up against this time dwarfs aught we've encountered before. The Enterprise simply isn't large enough to bear the requisite amount of crystals.
I'm reminded of the quantity needed to nullify Leviathan's command of the sea. A veritable mountain of crystals that could only be borne by lashing 2 galleons together to form a twin vessel, scarcely able to propel itself, much less fly.
Much less fly.
That said, we're not without options. If it isn't feasible to nullify the barrier, we might try piercing it.
How?
We create a ram of condensed ether and mount it on my ship. There's just one problem. I don't have the faintest idea how to build one. It's going to take a true authority in the field, I reckon.
Would that the Archons were still with us.
But yesterday evening, I chanced to find Mistress Tataru in unusually high spirits. Assuming I understood her excited ramblings correctly, she has acquired a clue, pointing to the whereabouts of one such individual.
An Archon? Truly?
Ha! Fortune favors the righteous, eh? Well then, let's not waste any time. While you go and look for our missing friend, I'll work on modifying the Enterprise. Her hull will need reinforcing to bear the punishment, not to mention a mount for the ram. Just you wait, my pretty. By the time I'm finished,
maybe this is why we go to Idleshire. I love wearing my dragon outfit in the anti-dragon capital of the world. Although I don't think it's the anti-dragon capital anymore. Ah, the Forgotten Knights right next to the commander's place. That's awesome. Yo. Welcome back. How goes the mission? Did you manage to catch up with the Archbishop and his cronies? So you finally arrived at Azizla only to find your way barred by some sort of barrier. Typical. But it's not all bad news. I've made progress in our search for our friends. Don't worry, we'll get to Azizla yet. When you fled the Victory Feast, you used the ancient warehouse beneath the city, right? Well, shortly after things went back to normal, I asked Marshall to have the tunnels searched. A logical place to look. It was there that you lost contact with Minfilia, Thancred, and Yushkola, was it not? Dare I ask what the Marshal found? Bodies. I don't know, actually. Pippin's message just said that they had been discovery and that they were to come to the Hall of Flames at our earliest convenience. I dare not think it. We shall depart at once. Tataru, let Urianger know to join us at Ul'dah. He'll wish to be present as well. Yes, sir. I take it I actually have to go to Ul'dah. Okay. Huh. Interesting. Interesting. Sorry for hitting that. You know what? I'm going to run an ad break. We have like 16 minutes, but I'm going to run an ad break now because this is just going to be a lot of traveling. to Thonolin, and then we run to Ul'dah. I was kind of hoping there'd be music playing here, but never mind. Is this Bahamut? Yeah. Yes, it is. I kind of forgot why Bahamut is out here. I know we did this a while ago. Binding coils. So I want to do the Crystal Tower. I want to do Crystal Tower, and I want to do the Warring Triad. Yeah, those are the next New Game Plus things I'm thinking of running. I'm not really interested in the whatever this is. The Void Ark, Weeping City, and Dunscythe. Like, I have no interest in this. Really don't have an interest in Alexander. I remember Alexander being goblins and time crystals or whatever, time magic. But I have no interest in actually doing Alexander. There we go. We need to go to Ul'dah anyway, so let's just run. Run, run, run. And by we, I mean our bird. I just bought something on Etsy tonight, by the way. Hang on a second. I'm very curious about something. If I can pull this off. Super unfortunate. I was just looking at Etsy for some Final Fantasy stuff, and there's a backlit keyboard section, or a backlit. There's a keycap section for LED keyboards, and super unfortunate, it is not compatible with my keyboard type. I can't wait for Urianger to change his outfit. We are grateful for your assistance, Master Tarpon. You said her grace and you saved her grace and father both. This is the least I can do to repay you. He doesn't really exist anymore. Forgive me my impatience, but you missive mentioned a discovery? Yes, of course. As per your request, I had my men scour the waterways. Almost immediately, we encountered difficulties. An entire section of the tunnel had collapsed. With the mineral concerns cooperations, however, we were able to remove the rubble, which yielded the battered bodies of a dozen crystal braves. Go on. Be at ease. Your friends are not among the deceased. That alone is cause for hope. And then there is this. Y'shtola's wand. I had assumed as much. If I may, Marshal. Tis that I have summarized. Judging by etheric imprint that lengthened yet upon the swan, it has assuredly been employed in the casting of a most uncommon magic. Namely, the very first that man did conceive to traverse great distances, and the ancient precursor to all methods of travel that utilize the lifestream flow. The spell entails the reduction of the corporeal form into its constituent aether, that the caster might enter the lifestream and ride its currents thereby. Unlike teleportation magics of modern times, it requires not a lengthy incantation. That Y'shtola should choose to employ such a spell bespeaks the need for haste. All of which would suggest she managed to escape. Would that it were so simple. I know that the scholars of Charlene forbade the use of the spell, and with good reason. The caster has but limited control over their course. For every mage who came safe unto their destination, another would be set adrift in the life stream, never to emerge. No, you can't mean. Be not downcast, my friends. There is hope. 'Tis like that Y'shtola's passage has left traces in the life stream. Could we but follow these form the point at which the magic was invoked, we may yet find her. To the Citadel excavation site, then. Our thanks for your aid, Marshal. I like how he's got a tie. Don't mention it. I shall pray for Lady Y'shtola's safe return. To Central Thanalan. I kind of forgot this area existed, if I'm being honest. Evidence that Y'shtola's passage has been made faint by time, but mayhap some few scant traces yet remain to guide our steps. God, Urianger is so weird. The trail leads to the north and east, unto the bosom of the Twelves Wood. Are you certain? There's no mistake. Thither has Y'shtola journeyed. And yet the Gridanians have reported no sightings. We must take this to mean she is still adrift. If it be so, I do fear for our friend. Contrary to its name, the life stream is more akin to a raging torrent, lingering overlong in the midst of the maelstrom, and the ether that forms one soul shall truly be scattered, another to be reformed. We have no time to waste. Urianger, pray explore all possible options for reversing the effects of the forbidden magic. Rashida and Totaro, we three shall press on to Gridania and petition the Elder Seed Seer's aid. All right, we got to go east. Okay. I remember the whole thing of her jumping into the live stream. I think she does it again later, too. Or maybe this is the time I'm thinking about. Camp Drybone. I used to spend a lot of time out here. I had a lot of quests I was doing in this area. Because I was bad at the game is why I had a lot of quests out here. So we go to South Shroud. And we just... Man, I need this game to chill out about me trying to fly around. I really do. Alright, we'll go to Felguard. Then we can Chocobo up. As much as I would love to stop by and visit, I know that, you know, there's no actual interaction there, which is unfortunate. Especially when you kind of do all these big missions and these big quests for people, they just don't remember who you are and just degaff. All right, almost home. Gridania. Oh, there is no way to get... Wait. I don't think there's any way to go from Old Gridania to anywhere, is there? East Shroud. I'm not in East Shroud. Wait, what is this? Oh, that's the, is that... I think that's where the meeting is going to take place for the Elder Seed Seer. Yeah. I would have to actually go to East Shroud to cut back to go into the new place, which is fine. Not a big deal. New adventurers. Love to see it. What we got? We got about 50 minutes left before I call it a night. So yeah, we're just gonna keep pushing through. We ran an ad break earlier, so I mean, we're not gonna stop playing until we run, pretty much until an ad starts. Once the ad break happens, that's me calling it a night. There's a lot of people over here. There's a lot of people here on a Sunday. It is said the elementals perceive the live stream. If, as we suspect, Y'shtola is still adrift in the mist, then we may be able to find her. But if we are to... But if we are to appeal to them for assistance, we need to do so through their chosen, the Pajal. It is imperative, therefore, that we speak with Khan E. Senna without delay. I've already requested an audience with the Elder Seed Seer. She will receive us in the Lotus Dance. Presently, we need to speak to the Conjurer to be admitted. What is this? What is this? That looks like a zone. Be welcome, my friends, and speak freely. I gather your suit will admit no delay. It will not, my lady. Pray forgive the abrupt nature of our request, but it is a matter of life or death. I see. As you say, we must needs act swiftly if you are to free Y'shtola from the ungentle pull of the life stream. As you have summarized, we cannot do this unaided, however. Oh, my nose is dry.
In requesting the Elemental's assistance to find Y'shtola, you must needs be aware of one difficulty. A difficulty born of the fundamental difference between man and Elemental.
That being?
In perceiving the world around him, man relies upon senses such as sight and sound. For the sake of convenience, he gives names to such things as are near or dear to him. Being formed of pure ether, however, such concepts are foreign to the Elementals. Instead, they perceive by observing the ebb and flow of the energies of life. So profound a division cannot be bridged with simple discourse. The Elementals' voices stir not the air, and thus reach not our ears, while our words are but wind to them. Though we seers can commune with them through feelings, naught that we can impart will serve to aid them in identifying Y'shtola. Nay, they must needs be presented with ether which is akin to hers. If you could but find a family member.
Her sister is...
I know just the person!
She's over the thing.
Y'shtola has a sister who came to live in Gridania. She told me about her once.
Oh, that is most fortunate indeed. Pray, seek this sister out then, and bring her to Evershade. There, we shall petition the Great One's aid in finding your lost companion.
If memory serves, Y'shtola's sister's name Yamhitra? Oh, you know her, do you? Well then, you all make things easier. Anyway, she spends most of her time around Apakalu Falls, from what I recall. Let's look for her there. Yeah, she is. Like, she literally even, like, I go there randomly. Like, you guys have seen me just kind of jumping around there. I still talk to her from time to time. There she is. Greetings. What brings you here? I see you have your companions. Lady and Mitra, it's an honor to meet you. My name is Alphino, and this is Totaro. If Y'shtola's from Charlian, wouldn't she be from Charlian too? So you're my sister's comrades in the Scion of the Seventh Dawn. When I heard that people were being pursued, I desperately sought to reach Y'shtola, but all my efforts were no avail. Now I know why, a forbidden spell of all things, that she should be so reckless. But what's done is done. I thank you for bringing. Needless to say, I should be glad to help. Though we were born of different mothers, our veins course with the same father's blood. I hope that this will be enough for the elementals. Come, let us make for Evanskade at what? Evershade? Everskade? Oh yeah, this is I think this is where we first found the Ascians. Yeah.
Let us begin. Raya O, Arun, if you would. Hearken to me, O great ones. Pray give yourselves to the life stream, a drifting soul to find.
Please, Y'shtola. Please come back to us.
There. Now!
There's our girl. She also has a new voice actress. Works every time. I think she's blind now, and she can only see, like, live stream. Or she sees ethereal in it. She's like Daredevil.
A room has been readied at the roost. Pray, bear her thither at once. All that remains is to pray, my friends.
I've got to look up what their deal is. Like, let me look it up real quick. Hold on. Oh, Pajal is the race. Oh. Wonder why we can't play as a Pajal. Oh, Y'shtola. Just seeing her face, I've been so worried. Yeah, she's blind. Y'shtola is resting within an inn room. Though she's still unconscious, the signs are positive. The conjurers say she is sound health and she should awaken not long. Isn't that wonderful? Now, while we wait for Y'shtola to wake up, I thought I'd take the opportunity to finish my little surprise for her. It's something I've been working on for a while in the hopes that she'd one day return to us. It wants for just a couple more items before it's ready. I've already placed the order for the items. Could I ask you to retrieve them for me? One is with the leathers workers, one is with the conjurers. Speak with Mistress Gavin and Brother E. Sumiyan, and they ought to take care of you. Alright, so we gotta go to leather workers and conjurers. Leather workers. Not 100% sure why that's the symbol of the leather workers. Looking for some hides? Oh, to retrieve an order from Mrs. Tartaro. You've come at a good time. I finished it but moments ago. It was no small coup working it to her specifications, but I did it nonetheless. Payment has already been settled. However, did that girl come by chemical hide come by chimerical hide anyway? You need either balls of steel or a bottomless coin purse, and it seemed to me that she had neither. Okay. And I think this is her new staff. Does she get her entire black outfit now or later? I don't remember. This is where we originally started. I was originally a conjurer. I did not understand that this was not going to be summoners. Greetings. I trust you've been well. Is there aught you require of me? Mr. Charter, as requested, it has been sanctified in the sight of the elements. I know not what she intends for the staff, but it is a most singular artifact. Even one possessed of my experience would struggle to wield it. Here's your garbage. It's precisely as I requested, a perfect match for the other pieces. Truly, Geva is a master among masters, and the staff completes the surprise. Thank you so much. I can't wait to show Yustola what she thinks of the surprise. At least you wonder she's doing well, and the conjurers have left her in her sister's care. Let's go and pay them a visit. Because there's a music box in every room. Yep, she's blind.
Yustola! I'm so glad you're back!
Tataru. You are safe. Thank the 12. Something has changed about you, Alphino. Or mayhap the change is with me. I seem to sense the ether around me more keenly than before.
I am pleased to see you well again. Do you feel strong enough to talk?
Worry not. I am well enough.
Tell us then, what befell you after you fled the feast? We were told that there had been a tunnel collapse.
That was my doing. I brought the tunnel down that you and Minfidia might escape. At the last moment, I invoked a teleportation magic, in hopes of spiriting Thancred away at least. Needless to say, it did not go quite as planned, and I found myself adrift in the life stream. The others? Where are they? Did they not escape?
It's crazy how young her outfit makes her look.
They remain
right now.
unaccounted for. You were the only one we have been able to find. I am truly sorry. It was the Crystal Braves who pursued you that day. My hubris that led to our undoing.
No apologies are necessary, Alphino. You are not to blame for what occurred. Know that were our comrades here, they would commend you for keeping the light of hope alive.
Don't worry. The others are alive and well, I'm sure of it. We just need to find them.
Indeed, Tataru. Let us find our friends and rebuild the Scions.
Ha! There is the Alphino I remember. And I feel much the better for his return. 'Tis time I arose.
That reminds me. I have a change of clothes for you. I don't like to boast, but I made them myself. I learned how to weave while we're in Ishgard, you see.
Yeah, that outfit ages her up a little bit.
Tataru has apprised me of all that took place in the aftermath of the assassination plot. It would seem I have been away for some while.
Yes, much and more happened during your absence. At present, we seek to follow the Archbishop to Azisla.
And you want for some manner of etheric ram to pierce the floating isle's protective barrier?
We do. Might you be able to furnish us with one?
A means to prise open a hole in an Allagan barrier. And one large enough to admit an airship, no less. Nay, I lack the knowledge to devise such a weapon. But I know of one who could. A leading figure in the field of etheric research, and one of the finest scholars ever to grace
This
Charlie,
is why we
Matoya,
go to
your former
Idleshire.
master.
That's why it's literally getting her back that connects us to Idleshire. I got it. There it is. That's the connection we've been looking for this whole time. In my youth, I had the honor of studying under Matoya. In the field of etheric research, she was without rival. I have no doubt that her knowledge will be of aid to our cause. The question is, will she share it with us? My master has ever been willful. The gods forbid anyone disagrees with her. When the Garlean Empire first marched upon Eorzea some 15 years ago, the descendants of Sharlayan were summoned back to the motherland. However, Matoya refused to join the exodus. To this day, she lives a hermit life on the fringes of the abandoned city. Oh. So, it is a Dravinian hinterlands we must go, to the place of my birth. Wow. Though Aliaze and I were born in Sharlayan, our days there were short. We remained only until the exodus and have not returned since. Oh, so it'll be a homecoming then. As fine a reason to go to Sharlayan, and it would afford us the opportunity to pay my master a visit. I believe you have mistaken our primary objective, Ishtola. At any rate, the journey will take us through a largely unknown territory. Let us first return to Ishgard and make our preparations. It's funny because I've taken a lot of the immediate teleportation like out of what we're doing, and it's just like, oh god, I have to run all the way back over here now. So we'll airship to Thonolin, which from there we can hook shot, right? Because the Black Shroud... Oh, the Black Shroud goes to Korthus. Oh, I'm an idiot. Oh yeah, I just need to go to Felgard. Man, I'm dumb. That was an invite for me to join the join NFC. Felgard, yeah. I totally forgot that Felgard. Yeah. Oh well, we're on the way. On the way. This person said, my friends and I started an FC. Do you want to hear about it? I just replied back, not particularly. Oh, no. We do want to run a Dragon Head. Yeah. They said, all right, thanks for replying. You're welcome. I don't know what I would do in an FC at the moment. Like, I mostly just kind of queue for tomes. We do most everything through roulette. There's really no problem picking up people for whatever we need to get done. You know, like it just I don't know. I just don't feel the need to be in an FC. Especially because most of my free time in this game right now is going through the story from 2.0 onwards. And we're only in 3.0. And we're not even finished with the main storyline of 3.0. I thought I was going to have to go to Thonolin and hook over and cut up and cut across. But it's like, oh, wait a minute. The Shroud. First, District Observatorium of Ethereal something. God, I almost want to start an FC so people will just not bother me anymore. Nope. We're not doing it. Really wish there was an option to just turn off fates. Unless it's Odin. If it's Odin, I'll do it. Step. Is that a Dragon Piercer just sitting up there? Oh, neat that they made this landable. Cool. Oh my god, hide and seek champion spot right here. I don't think I can fly into. Can I? No, because you have to actually like, yeah. Yeah, there's no loading zone right here. Yeah, the game needs to work on its scaling a little bit. Like that needs to be much larger as you get close to it. Is that a Dragon Piercer too? Are there just Dragon Piercers everywhere? Am I the only one without one? Oh, I figured we would go to what the hell? Why is the Book of Aram Argus... I'm literally trying to think of all the things I have running right now and what would be causing that problem. Charlian is situated in the Darvinian hinterlands. To get there, we must strike west and traverse the breadth of the Darvinian forelands. Make no mistakes, it will be a grueling journey. The party shall be comprised of Y'shtola, myself, and Rashido. Totaro, pray remain in Ishgard and continue to search for our missing friends. Yes, sir. First, let us make 2 Tailfeather. I have no idea what could be causing that. That was so weird, and it's attached to that person's book. All right, how... So we go to here? Can we take a mount out of here? Can we what are they called? Can we chocobo porter our way out of here? Yeah, tail feather. There we go. Easy peasy. Easy peasy. Oh, the frozen north. As we continue to go to the frozen north. Yeah, I mean, I feel like they got the scale in the new zones right when flying was first introduced. They really need a dedicated team to go back and rescale things in the original zones. I mean, I know they have a team working on retexturing because of like all the textures that they need to redo, right? But oh yeah, they definitely need a team to help rescale things now that flying and traversal's a thing. They gotta open up the areas. It's weird that the bird would fly so close to chocobo captors, hunters, whatever you want to call them. Whoa, 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 whoa! No, stop! A log soak in the live stream followed by a long journey. I would not recommend it to anyone. Oh yeah, that's right, because I was like, oh, her thighs are showing a lot. But rest assured, my strength is returning to me. I shall be back to my former self ere long. There it is. I believe I am sufficiently rested. Let us continue west to Charlian. Once we descend the mountain path, we will arrive at the Dravinian hinterlands. From there, it is but a short distance to the city. Be warned that we shall be passing through Nath territory. We must needs be wary of them and the dragons both. I literally just went the wrong way. I'm an idiot. I think Tailfeather is my recall point. Hawthorne Hut. Why is Hawthorne Hut my recall point? Okay, well, I don't know how to get out of here, so... Is there only one entrance? Oh, there is. And it faces the other way. Yeah, that's a big pass for me, bro. There's a lot of people just like out and about right now. Ugh. Trusty Coral Mount. Collector's edition from Realm Reborn. Love to see it. I feel like I should re-glamour myself to being the what is it? Redanian yellow. Represent, you know? Whoops. I think I do have a Charlian outfit. Man, you are riding low for that. This is kind of like a little crotch rocket. Cutscene.
To the Thaliac River, where to the melted snows of Abelathia's spine eventually find their way by means of 1,000 silver streams. Whose waters have long nourished the Dravanian hinterlands, and so provided for a settlement of learned souls from across the northern seas. To the city of Charlian, that great seat of knowledge now abandoned by her keepers.
Oh. Okay. I get it. Matoi dwells on the far side of the Thaliac River. Let us search for a crossing. And of course it's raining. Yeah, I never understood the city stuff here. I skipped a ton of story. Man, 2013, 2014, me just didn't care. Because, yeah, this is two separate zones. Yep. I did not realize this was, like, Charlian. Are these real buildings? Yeah. Sounds like they're still... Oh, that's because the goblins are here. That's why they're still running. Yeah. Interesting. Okay. Yeah, because we got to go up here, and then we have to go into Idleshire. So Idleshire should be run down still, because we're like on patch 3. I didn't realize they had claimed like the entire area. Whoa. For some reason, I thought they only had like the little... Yeah, I guess they do have the entire area kind of mapped and planned out. Wait, does that mean Alexander's not there? It does. All right, let's push story. Wait for the storm to go away. I remember there was a hole in the side of the there's a hole in geometry. I gotta sneeze. Excuse me. There was a hole in the side of the geometry that you could fly into to get below the map to see all of Alexander's body. Before it was fully like rendered in spawn. I think it was only when his first hand came up. Knowledge seeks no man. So says the motto of the Charlian engraved upon yonder stone. The meaning is simple. It falls to us to seek enlightenment. During the 6th astral area at the turn of the 13th century, men from the northern nation of Charlian journeyed across the seas to Eorzea in search of knowledge. Upon arriving on the shores, they established a camp for their scholarly endeavors. Over time, this camp grew into a settlement, and the settlements prospered, and so much so that it came to be counted amongst Eorzea's great city-states. Alas, those glory days are now but a fading memory. With her keepers lost to her, Charlian has become an empty husk of her former self. Uplander is mistaken. Charlian has new keeper, is on cusp of the new age of glory. It's Goblin, right? Yeah. Goblins, here to plunder the city. Uplander is mistaken, Mulchi. We are not thieves. This place is our home. It's not Brayflox. That's what I was thinking of. Your home? When last I looked, it was mine in Alphanos. We were born here. Psh, well, Uplander's abandoned city. Uplanders gave up claim. Born here or no, Uplanders are trespassers. We don't know what the goblins look like under their masks, do we? My friends, please, we not come to dispute your claim to this land. Our purpose here is peaceful. We desire but to cross the river. Be calm, I beg you, and let us speak like civilized folk that we are. Surely we can come to a mutual understanding. I need to Google this. There's no picture of the goblins without their masks. Like, they're literally not designed. 7, 8, 9, 11, 12, 15, 14. Yeah, they really don't have they don't have any design, realistically. Interesting. If that is true, then Uplanders are welcome here. Come with Slowfix. Slowfix will show Uplanders the settlement. Did they ever mention why they wear masks in the first place? Yeah, we got like 5 minutes to end this. All right, so I want to look real quick. Okay, it looks like everything is still here. So we're not going to be... Oh, yeah, duh, because of... So we're going to suspend it. Because we're here now. No, I don't want to suspend it. Take that back. Oh, we can't fly here, though. Okay, that's fine. So yeah, Alex isn't out of the water yet. Always found it weird that that bubble exists, though. Like, God, this storm needs to go away. Let me see if I remember correctly where... I doubt it's here. I gotta switch my mount real quick. Come on, up, 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 up. So, the hole was right here, and you could just kind of... flying up into it... It was there, wasn't it? Yeah, that was a... Yeah, there's a hole in the geometry. That would let you get outside of all the rocks. So anyways, that hole existed. And it let you see the majority of Alexander. Before Alexander actually showed up. And so if we suspend it, ta-da. The ad starts in like 2 minutes, but I'm gonna snooze it real quick just so I can look at it again in suspended mode. Or in New Game Plus mode. Yeah. That's so weird that it... Well, I mean, you can hear it. There's a big difference now. But it's weird that, like, the headpiece is all stoned over right there. But in reality, it's all that metal stuff. Yeah, we're gonna teleport back to the house. That's gonna be it. Home sweet home. We're gonna check our retainer really fast. Don't believe there's been any real damage to the gear I need to think about. Venture complete. We'll reassign her to another one. Oh, cute. Alright, there it is. There it was. There was our trip down memory Final Fantasy lane. Feels good. Oh, well, starting tomorrow is another week of school, which means more miscellaneous dune farming and listening to the textbook. So that's what we got on plate for tomorrow. If I even decide to stream, I don't think I will, just because we kind of did a lot this weekend. We did Thursday, Friday, Saturday. I think we were streaming the whole time. So, yeah, it'll probably be me just vegging and listening to the book. So, I hope everyone has a wonderful evening. Hope you all have a great start to your work week tomorrow. And, yeah, we'll catch everyone later.